Hello, I am Professor Rathod. Now I am going to present on one of the important heading, that is performance of steam boiler. Now, what is called as a steam boiler? Steam boiler is a closed vessel in which the heat is produced by combustion of fuel is transferred to water for its conversion into steam at a desired pressure and temperature. It is Boiler is also a combination of device for producing and transferring the heat to the water being heated and vaporized to generate the steam. So the surface area of the grate over which the fire takes place and is called as grate furnace. There are different atoms or different parts of the boilers: boiler cell, combustion chamber, grate, furnace, mountings and accessories, etc, etc. So now, what is performance of a boiler? The performance of the boiler the is measured in terms of evaporative capacity. Evaporative capacity or evaporative power of a boiler is the amount of evaporated or steam produced in kg per air. It may also be expressed in kg per kg of fuel burnt or kg per hour per square meter of heating surface. Now, actually, what is the purpose of performance test? To find out the efficiency of the boiler and to find out the evaporative ratio. So what is boiler efficiency and what is the evaporative ratio, that we will see. The However, the evaporative capacity of the two boilers cannot be compared unless both the boilers have same feed water temperature, working pressure, fuel and final condition of the steam. In actual practice, the feed water pump and working pressure varies considerably. The feed pump usually adopted is 100 degrees Celsius, because this is the boiling temperature of the water, and working pressure as a normal atmospheric pressure, that is 1.013 bar, or we can say 760 mm of Hg, that is evaporative capacity or evaporative power. Now, actually, what is performance of the boiler? What are the causes of poor boiler performance? Heat transfer, surface of fouling, poor operation and maintenance, deter deter loading fuel, and the water quantity. So what is the fouling is the resistance of the thermal efficiency. So heat balance, identify the losses, and boiler efficiency, determine the deviation from the best efficiency. Now, actually, what is evaporative capacity? Again, generally the output for or the evaporative capacity of the boiler is given as kg, that is kilogram of water evaporated per hour. The equivalent evaporation can be defined as the amount of water evaporated from water at 100 degrees Celsius to dry air saturated steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Now, actually, performance of the boiler measured in terms of evaporative capacity. Evaporative capacity or evaporative power of the boiler is the amount of water evaporated or steam produced in kg per hour. It may also be expressed in kg per kg of fuel burnt or kg per hour per square meter of the heating surface. However, the evaporative capacities of two boiler, any of the two boiler cannot be compared unless both the boiler have same feed water temperature, same working pressure, same fuel and final condition of the steam. So it may be differ from one to another. By that time the temperature is around 100 degrees Celsius, that is the boiling temperature of the water, and working pressure at the normal atmospheric pressure, that is 1.013 bar. The next one is what is called as equivalent evaporation. Equivalent evaporation, it is the amount of water evaporated from the feed water at the 100 degrees Celsius and formed into dry and saturated steam at 100 degrees Celsius at a normal atmospheric pressure. Now it is usually written as from and at 100 degrees Celsius, and the value of latent heat is taken as value of latent heat. Then the phase is going to change, that is from water to steam or steam to vapor, that is latent heat is taken as 2257, that is 2257 kilojoules per kg. Equivalent evaporation from and at 100 degrees Celsius. Therefore E, that is equivalent evaporation, is given by the formula total heat required to evaporated feed water divided by 2257. As I told you, that is the value of latent heat is taken. So this is, you can see the formula, that is factor of evaporation, it is given. Therefore the formula finally efficiency of the boiler, that is ms divided by h minus hf divided by mf into c. Therefore the formula can be efficiency of boiler is equal to me divided that is me is mass of evaporation, that is equal to ms divided by mf, that is mass of steam divided by mass of fuel. The formula is there, you can able to see here. Now the next one is again equivalent evaporation, as I told you, from and at 100 degrees Celsius. Therefore hf1 something the value is taken according to the how to take the value of hf, that is enthalpy of fluid, is when the corresponding temperature, here the temperature. Now everything for the calculation of this equivalent evaporation we have to use the steam table. What is steam table? Those are the set of the values, one of the another separate book. While solving the numericals you have to use it. So from the steam table corresponding to the feed water at the 32 degrees Celsius, we have hf1, that is the enthalpy of the fluid, that is taken from 134 kilojoules per kg from the steam table. Again from the steam table corresponding to the steam pressure at the 10 bar, the value taken is that h is nothing but hg, that is enthalpy of the gas or the enthalpy of the vapor, that is taken from the steam table, that is 2276.2 kg kilojoules per kg for dry saturated steam. It may be for the dry or the saturated or the wet steam, the values are different. Now therefore we have the formula E is equal to me into h minus hf1 divided by 2257. 2257 is value of latent heat. Therefore the formula you can see some the value has been taken, that is ms, you can able to see after putting the value of ms and h and hf, we can able to get the value something in the terms of kg per kg of coal. That is equivalent evaporation. Now the next one is what is important term? Boiler efficiency. Boiler efficiency, or also called as thermal efficiency of the boiler. Boiler efficiency or the thermal efficiency is defined as a ratio of actually used in producing the steam to heat liberated in the furnace. The boiler efficiency or the thermal efficiency can be written as me into bracket h minus hfn divided by cv. Me is the mass of water actually evaporated or actual evaporation in kg per kg of fuel. That is C or CV is nothing but calorific value of fuel measured in kilojoules per kg. Now there is one of the note. MS is MS total mass of water evaporated into steam in kg. F is mass of fuel used in kg. MS is mass of steam in short, that is measured in kilograms, and MF is mass of fuel, that is measured in kilograms. Then ME, that is mass of evaporation, can be written as MS divided by MF, that can be measured in kg per kg of fuel. So therefore the formula for efficiency is equal to Me is equal to H minus HFN divided by CV, or Me is nothing but MS upon MF into HF minus HFN divided by CV. So you can able to see the boiler efficiency is given in terms of which established a relationship between energy supplied to the boiler and energy output received from the boiler. The boiler efficiency is equal to that heat exported by the fuel, by the fluid. The fluid may be the water of steam divided by heat provided by the fuel multiplied by 1000. Whenever we calculate the efficiency, always we have to multiply by the 1000. Now one of the factor affecting the true boiler efficiency, the factors are flue gas temperature, fuel specification, excess air, ambient air temperature, that is the temperature remains in the atmosphere, and the radiation and the convection losses, that is the heat transfer losses. Now the formula given it clearly, the efficiency of the boiler is given by heat output upon heat input multiplied by 1000. It may be written as what is output is heat in steam output, that is kilocalories divided by heat in fuel input, that is again measured in kilocalories multiplied by 1000. Then as I told you, one of the again one more formula, evaporation ratio, that is quality of steam generated divided by quality of fuel consumption. There are these formulas of boiler efficiency and evaporation ratio. Now again under the heading of performance of the boiler efficiency by the direct method, when we measured the efficiency directly, so boiler efficiency, as we know the formula, that is heat output divided by heat input. So now what are the parameters to be monitored? The quantity of steam generated per hour measured in kg per hour, quantity of fuel used per hour, that is kg per hour, the working pressure, that is in kg per square centimeter, and superheated temperature, that is measured in degrees Celsius, and the temperature of feed water, and type of fuel, and gross calorific value, that is or only the calorific value, briefly written as CV or GCV, that is measured in kilocalorie per kg of fuel. That is about the direct method. And boiler efficiency again measured in indirect method, that is the efficiency of boiler. Now the principal losses we considered it, here it is considered dry flue gas evaporation of the water formed due to hydrogen in fuel, evaporation of the moisture in fuel, moisture present in the combustion air, unburnt fuel in the fly ash, and unburnt fuel in bottom ash, and radiation and other unaccounted losses. So basically in this, the study of losses has been studied over here. Now you can able to see the heat balance sheet for boiler trial per kg of fuel is drawn as below. You can able to see the LHS is equal to RHS. In the LHS we can able to consider the heat supplied. In the RHS, that is heat consumed or heat expenditure. So heat supplied is given considered, that is heat supplied by 1 kg of dry fuel is equal to, there are so many parameters or the losses or the factor considered in heat expenditure or heat consumed, heat supplied or heat consumed can be measured in kilocalories or kg kilojoules per kg, or in the RHS also either it can measured in kilocalories or kilojoules per kg. So there are different parameters or the different factors are there, that is heat utilized in raising the steam, heat lost in the dry flue gases, heat lost in the moisture, heat lost to steam by combustion of the hydrogen. Here next, heat loss due to unburned carbon in the ash pit. Next, heat losses due to incomplete combustion, and the next is heat lost due to radiation by the difference. So LHS is equal to RHS. The value of LHS, that is value of heat supplied, must be equivalent with value of heat consumed or heat expenditure. So next, while solving the numericals, we have to refer the steam chart. On the top left corner we can able to see on the basis of pressure or on the basis of temperature, these are some different values. You can able to see that the absolute pressure, that is measured in bar, temperature which is measured in degrees Celsius, then the enthalpy, that is HF, HG and HFG, and the entropy that shall be measured in SG or SF, the different everything that shall be mentioned over the steam table. One of the sample I have taken, the mass is given, that is kg per hour. The value of pressure is given in bar, the dryness fraction that is given, then the value of T1, value of MF, value of calorific value, everything is given. So if we have to find out the equivalent evaporation, there is the formula we have. So how to find out the value of H1, that is nothing but HF if the corresponding temperature is given from the numerical. So from the steam table, on the temperature basis, value of H1 you can able to see, value of H2 you can able to see there, value of H2 here is value of enthalpy of the wet steam. Then we can able to use the formula of H2. Then we can able to find out the boiler efficiency from the formula, that is MS divided by MF into H2 minus H1, or H minus HF divided by calorific value of the fuel multiplied by 100. So from this what I have to show here is the form of a steam table. So now we shall go to the next. What is heat balance sheet? If any fuel is applied in terms of input, then considering the different losses, we can able to get the output. Then LHS is equal to RHS, we can able to find heat balance sheet. An energy flow diagram describes graphically how energy is transferred from the fuel into the useful energy. Now the next actually how to solve the examples on boiler efficiency. Now I can read the numerical. A boiler evaporates 3.6 kg of water per kg of coal into the dry saturated steam at 10 bar. The temperature of feed water is 32 degrees Celsius. Find the equivalent evaporation from and at 0 degrees Celsius, as well as factor of evaporation. Now from the given numerical, we have to write the given things, what it is given, what we have to find out. From the what it is given, from we have to find out what it is asked. Here it is ME, that is mass of evaporation, that is given 3.6 kg per kg of coal. Pressure is 10 bar, temperature T1 is 32 bar. Now from the steam table corresponding to feed water temperature of 32 degrees Celsius, we find HF1. So value of HF1 from the steam table, you have to open the steam table, you have to refer the steam table. Value of HF1 is given 134 kilojoules per kg, and corresponding to the steam pressure of 10 bar. On the basis of pressure steam table, we have to find that we able to get that H is nothing but Hg, that is enthalpy of gas, that is 2776.2 kilojoules per kg. Now we know that we have to use the formula. If we have to find out the equivalent evaporation from and at 100 degree Celsius, E is equal to Me into H minus HF1 divided by 2257. Value of Me, as we have given directly, that is 3.6. Put the values. Value of H, we have taken it from the steam table, that is 2776.2, minus value of HF, we have taken it from the steam table. Therefore finally we can able to see 4.2 kg per kg of coal, that is the value of equivalent evaporation. Now the second thing we have to find out is a factor of evaporation. The formula for it is H minus HF1 divided by 2257, or the formula can be written as H2 minus H1. H is nothing but H2 and HF1 is nothing but H1, we can say. So value of H, that is we have find out from the steam table, that is 2276.2, again minus value of HF 134 divided by 2257. So finally the calculation value is 1.17. That is how we can able to solve the numericals, and these are all the examination numerical. So it is one of the next numerical. You can able to see a coal fired boiler plant consumes 400 kg of coal per hour. The boiler evaporates 3200 kg of water at 44.5 degrees Celsius into a superheated steam at a pressure of 12 bar and 274.5 degrees Celsius. If the calorific value of fuel is 32760 kilojoules per kg of the coal, the coal fired boiler problem. Next the next so the numerical. So what is we have to find out from the numerical the equivalent evaporation from and at 100 degrees Celsius. A coal fired boiler, the numerical is coal fired. This is the correct numerical. Determine the equivalent evaporation and the thermal efficiency. This is the formula. The given things, that is MF is 4000 kg per hour, T1 is 44.5, pressure is 12 bar is given, CV is 32760 kilojoules per kg of then T soup is given 274.5 and CP is given, that is 2.1 kilojoules per kg of air. Mass of water evaporated per kg of fuel, we can able to find out ME, that is MS divided by MF. MS and MF is given, therefore the value of calculated is 8 kg. That is there. Now from the steam table, what is the important is from steam table, from the given water temperature is given 44.5. From that we have to calculate the value of HF1, that is 186.3. and now from the pressure basis, from the steam table, value of pressure is 12 bar. Now we have to find out Hg from the steam table, 2782.7 kilojoules per kg, and the temperature is 188. Now now we know that the enthalpy or total heat required for 1 kg of superheated steam, we have to use the formula H soup at the superheated condition as per the given condition of the numerical. The formula is H soup is equal to Hg plus Cp into bracket T soup minus T. So value of Hg we have, value of Cp we have to consider 2.1, or it is also given in the numerical T soup value and T value of after putting the value of H soup, that is 2964.4. Now the equivalent efficiency of the boiler, we have to use the formula. We have the formula N is equal to Me into bracket H soup minus H F1 divided by calorific value. Putting all those value, you can able to get the efficiency is 0.67.8 or 67.8. Now the second thing we have to find out is equivalent evaporation from and at 100 degrees Celsius. That you can able to see the formula as we have seen in the last numerical. E is equal to Me into bracket H soup minus HF1 divided by 2257. The put the values, that is value of Me is 8, value of H soup is 2964.4 minus 186.3 divided by 2257. Therefore the value from the calculation we can able to get is 9.85 in the unit of kg per kg of coal. So one of an examination problem I have been solved. So now exactly what is heat balance sheet and how to solve the numericals on the heat balance sheet. Now exactly what is the heat balance sheet? Heat balance sheet, it is a systematic representation of total heat supplied and heat distributed, or heat expenditure or heat utilized on per minute or per hour or per kg of fuel burnt basis. Now you can able to see the actual heat balance sheet, the LHS heat supplied that is measured in kg and its percentage, and RHS is heat expenditure or heat utilized or heat distributed, that is measured in kilojoules per percentage basis. In the LHS for the fuel heat supplied by the combustion of fuel, the formula is QS, that is heat supplied is equal to MF into CV. MF that is mass of fuel multiplied by the given calorific value. Now I will consider the RHS, the first factor, heat used to produce the steam. I can consider Q1, that is Me into H minus HF1. We understand from last numericals how to find out the value of H and how to find out the value of HF1 from steam table. Now factor B, heat carried away by the dry flue gases. The formula is equal to mg into cpz Tz into bracket Tz minus Ta. Mg is mass of gas, Cp is specific heat at constant pressure of the gas, Tg that is gas temperature, minus Ta is atmospheric temperature, also called as ambient temperature. Now factor third is heat carried away by the water vapor in flue gases. The formula Q3 is equal to ms1 into bracket hs1 minus hf1, and the D factor is heat lost due to incomplete combustion, that is Q4, CO divided by CO plus CO2, that is carbon monoxide divided by carbon monoxide plus carbon dioxide, multiplied by 24800, that is the formula. Factor E, heat lost due to unburnt fuel, Q5, it is mf1 into calorific value again. Then one more factor, heat lost due to convection and radiation, that is Q6 is equal to Qs minus into bracket Q1 to Qn you can consider. Then finally in that we always consider heat unaccounted. So heat accounted is also called as heat loss due to convection and radiation. So these are the formulas. As per the given condition of the numerical, we have to use the different formula at the right time, and the percentage of it is measured, that is given in last column. For example, heat lost heat used to produce steam, formula is Q1 divided by Qs, that is the corresponding value of A divided by heat supplied multiplied by 100. So therefore the value of heat supplied, if it is 100%, then value of heat utilized or heat expenditure or heat distributed is equal to 100%. Now the next one of the next numerical I'll consider for you, one of the examination numerical: determine equivalent evaporation from and at 100 degrees Celsius for a boiler which receives water at 60 degrees Celsius and produces steam about 1.5 megapascal, and 300 degrees Celsius. Steam generation rate is 16,000 kg per hour. Coal is burnt at the rate of 1800 kg per hour, having the calorific value 34750 kilojoules per kg. Find thermal efficiency, that is boiler efficiency, if the efficiency is increased by 5% due to use of an economic. Find saving in coal consumption per hour. Now as per the given condition of the numerical, what is the given? MS, MF, P and CV. In this case, P, that is pressure, 1.5 megapascal, that is nothing but 15 bar, because we have to take the values from the 16 bar, therefore we have to convert. We have 1 megapascal is equal to 10 bar, therefore 1.5 megapascal is equal to 15 bar. Now first thing we have to find out equivalent evaporation. The formula is ME into bracket H minus HF1 divided by 2257. Putting the values of ME, that is MS divided by MF. As I told you, MS is mass of steam divided by mass of fuel. From the steam table, value of H about 15 bar. As per the pressure based steam table, value of H about 15 bar, and at 300 degrees Celsius we can able to get it from the steam table, that is 3038.9 kilojoules per kg. That shall be considered the value of HF also, and value of F1 from the temperature based steam table around 60 degrees Celsius, the value we can able to find out is 251.1 kilojoules per kg. Now therefore, after putting the values of HF1 and ME, we can able to get 10.97 kg per kg of fuel. Now the second thing we have to find out the thermal efficiency as per the given condition of the numerical. The thermal efficiency is also called as boiler efficiency by the formula ME into bracket H minus HFN divided by calorific value. As we know, the ME is nothing but MS divided by MF, MS divided by MF into bracket H minus HF1 divided by calorific value, as the calorific value of coal is given. So you can put the values as per that the calculation of thermal efficiency is 0.71. Therefore the final value as per the calculation is 71.31%. Now importantly, what we have to find out is saving in the coal consumption per hour by using the formula efficiency of boiler is equal to MS divided by MF into bracket H minus HF1 divided by CV. You can able to see the formula is there. So by putting the value of boiler efficiency, we have to find out the unknown value of MF1. From this formula you can able to find out MF1, that is mass of fuel is from this calculation we can able to find out 1681.3 kg per hour. Therefore saving in fuel from the MF, that is 1800, we have to calculate the value of MF minus MF1. MF1 is the saving of coal, therefore 1800 minus 1682 minus 31. Now the value of saving in coal is 117.92 kg per hour. Now the next numerical for you, I have taken an examination numerical this type of numerical may be asked for 6 to 8 marks. Now what is there in the numerical? I'll read the numerical. The boiler trial. On the boiler trial, the following observations are recorded. Mass of fuel is 1520 kg per hour. The temperature of feed water is 30 degrees Celsius. Drainage fraction of steam is 0.95. The pressure of steam is 8.5 bar. Coal burns per hour 200 kg. Calorific value of coal is 27300 kilojoules per kg. The unburnt coal is collected 60 kg per hour with calorific value of 2000 kilojoules per kg. The mass of fuel gases is 17.33 kg per kg of coal burnt. The temperature of flue gases is 330 degrees Celsius. The boiler room temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Specific heat of flue gases is 1 kilojoules per kg K. Draw a boiler heat balance sheet per kg of fuel burnt and calculate the efficiency of the boiler, one of the ultimate numerical which has been asked in the exam. So from the given condition of the numerical, you can able to see the numerical on the screen. Value of ms, t1, x, p, mf, calorific value of fuel, calorific fuel of unburnt fuel, mfg, temperature of fuel gas and ambient temperature. Everything is given from the steam table as per the given condition of the temperature. On the basis of temperature from the steam table, we can able to get h1. From the pressure basis, we can able to get the value of h2 or nothing but h weight. As per the given condition of the numerical, you can able to get the value as per the given condition of the drainage fraction. In this numerical, the drainage fraction, that is the value of x, is given 0.95. so therefore we can use the formula h2 is equal to hf plus x hfg. So as we get the values from the steam table, we can put down the values. We can able to get h2, value of h2 is 2668.55 kilojoules per kg. And now for the calculation of heat balance sheet on kilojoules per kg basis, the first side A or the left hand side we have to calculate, that is total or gross heat supplied. We have to use the formula QS is equal to mf into CV. Value of mf, that is 1, value of CV for the heat supplied, that is 27300. Therefore value is 2730. This is nothing but we can say the given value that is measured in kilojoules per kg, that is LHS. Now for RHS for side B, the factors one by one we have to consider. That is, first one is heat in formation of steam. The formula I can use, the Q1 is equal to ms divided by mf into h2 minus h1 or h minus hf1. You can able to see the formula, put down all the values, you can able to get the value of Q1, that is 19321.89 kilojoules per kg. Now the second factor, heat carried away by the flue gases. I can use the formula Q2 is equal to mfg, mass of fuel gas, into Cp of fg into Tg minus Ta. The value, everything is given over there. Putting the values, we can able to find out the value of Q2 is 5372.19 kilojoules per kg. Now the third factor or third parameter from the heat expenditure, that is heat carried away by the unburnt fuel. Now I can able to interested to find out the value of Q3, mass of unburnt fuel divided by mass of fuel into CV1. Everything is given, that is 60 divided by 200 into 2000. The answer is 600 kilojoules per kg. Now the third and important thing, we have to find out heat unaccounted. As per the given condition of the numerical, we have find out the values of heat of formation of steam, heat carried away by the flue gases, heat carried away by the unburned gases. Therefore, heat unaccounted Q4 or QU I can write is equal to QS minus into whole bracket Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. We can able to put the value of QS, that is 27330. After putting the value of Q1 and Q3, we can able to find out 2005.91 kilojoules per kg. Now the important one is heat balance sheet on kilojoules per kg. How to put the values LHS, that is heat supplied, that is measured in kilojoules per kg in the percentage form, is equal to the RHS or side B, heat expenditure or heat distributed or heat utilized, is equal to value of Q1, that is heat loss, heat in the formation of steam. So that is value how to calculate, therefore Q1 divided by QS. So you can able to find out 70.76. Now the second expenditure, heat carried away by the flue gas, that is Q2, that is we have the value 5372.9 percentage Q2 divided by QS. You can able to see in the format. Now the third factor, heat carried away by the unburnt gas, that is Q3 divided by QS. Therefore you can able to get the value. And the fourth one is a heat unaccounted. Whatever we have calculated, we have to put in this format unless and until the sheet or the format you can able to show like this way. So therefore Q1 that is the value of heat formation is 70, value of heat carried out by the flue gases is 19.67. The third one is heat carried away by the gas is 2.19 and unaccounted heat. Therefore if the value of heat supplied is equal to 27300, that is 100%, then the values of heat expenditure is equal to RHS. It means value of LHS is equal to value of LHS. It means the value of heat supplied is equal to value of heat expenditure. So in this numerical, again we have been asked to calculate the efficiency of the boiler. As you know, the formula, efficiency of boiler is equal to ME into bracket H minus HF1 divided by calorific value. So putting all those values of MS and MF and H2 or H and value of H1 minus HF1, we can able to get the value is 0.7077. It means if multiply by 100, then that value shall be 70.77. So that's all, dear friends. You can able to see the whole solution of it in the form of the first solution is heat balance sheet and second solution is efficiency of boiler. As a whole, I have taken the combination of the numerical. So dear friend, these are an important numericals which has been asked in the university papers. So dear friends, this is in the performance of the boiler or trial of the boiler, I have included the numericals also. Now I have to stop here. That's all.